Today is July 25th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live, brought to you by Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Royal Banks of Missouri here on ClaibsOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey. Rammer, we are inching closer and closer to the trade deadline. Already saw another move take place in Major League Baseball today as Kike Hernandez is sent out west to the Dodgers. Been on I couldn't remember if he had been on the Dodgers before. I felt like he had, but I could just be thinking of somebody else. But regardless, we are
yeah. Yeah, he was with them for like 6 years.
That's what I thought. I thought that was the case.
Yeah.
So he heads back out west.
I don't think it's about him. I think it's about the Dodgers needing, or the Red Sox needed a couple of arms. Hey, you got to take him back. Oh, okay.
So the wheels are already starting to spin, and with it being as early as it is right now, when you and I are going live here on Claibs Online and all of the social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, we it's not so much about lineups in the game today. It's more about the rumors that are being floated around out there. One of the biggest ones, Rammer, and I think maybe the most surprising, Katie Woo from The Athletic, saying that the Cardinals are not looking at trading Tyler O'Neill right now.
Isn't that interesting? I think most of us thought it was a foregone conclusion they'd try and move him. I kind of felt in real general terms, with no specific declaration by the Cardinals, that the Cardinals were they're just kind of worn out by the O'Neill saga. But there's no doubt Tyler has talent. And if you've got another year of control and you're not mad at him, for wearing you out, unless somebody gives you something really good for him, I can see how they would come to that conclusion.
And I guess, if you are wanting to get starting pitching back for Tyler O'Neill, if you think the return on Tyler O'Neill is a top number 2 starter, if that's what you think you could get out of him, if he shows that he's healthy and shows he produces like he produced last night, you are not going to get somebody's number 2 at the trade deadline.
Well, probably not. I don't know what the market tells us, but probably not. And that's probably why the Cardinals aren't going to move him.
So you wait for the offseason, and then you trade him that way. You trade him for a number 2 in the offseason rather than just getting a whole lot of arms or prospects back for him at the trade deadline, because a team isn't going to hurt themselves if they're in a pennant race and they're not going to trade somebody away. So I think maybe that's probably the thinking behind it, is they know, or the Cardinals at least think, what the return is on Tyler O'Neill, and they're not going to get that from a team in a pennant race.
Or they just floated it out there so the other teams would think, oh, well, let's inquire. It could be just a little shell game. We like him, we don't like him. We like him, we don't like him. Hey, where's Tyler O'Neill? Whoops, nope, not there.
Other names that are on the trading block for the Cardinals, according to Jeff Passan of ESPN: Jordan Montgomery, Jack Flaherty, and Paul DeYoung. Also, Chris Stratton on that list. He's a potential free agent. He's an arm out of the bullpen. So it's just another person that you can kind of trade away and get a prospect back, the low-end prospect back in return.
Interesting that Jeff Passan didn't mention Jordan Hicks. Conspicuous by its absence. The other thing, Paul DeYoung, I don't think there's a lot of places for Paul DeYoung. I still think the Dodgers would be a perfect fit for him and them.
We will see how those all play out as the weeks, or as the week, I guess, goes on. One name that you did not hear me mention is Jordan Hicks, and the Cardinals. Katie Woo also reporting that the Cardinals and Jordan Hicks are working towards a multi-year extension. So trying to get that done before he becomes a free agent this offseason. Jordan Hicks is definitely impressed with his recent role as the closer, and with Ryan Helsley moved to the 60-day DL, Jordan Hicks is only going to get so many more chances for the 2 closeout games for the Redbirds. So Jordan Hicks looks like they are hoping he is the long-term answer in that 9th inning role, and they finally found a spot for him that fits.
Yeah, I think he's always had the stuff. Did he have the makeup and command? I think he's got the makeup. Even in last night's game, you could see the competitiveness in him, going back and forth with the umpire and really trying to get after hitters. And it looks like he's finally got the command he needs over his pitches. So it appears, I want to underline that word, appears that he has what it takes to be a regular big league closer.
The Cardinals tonight will once again go up against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Steven Matz gets another start after getting his first victory of the season the last time out. 1-7 on the year with a 4.67 ERA. He goes up against Merrill Kelly, who 9-4 on the year with a 3.22 ERA. From what I'm seeing here, looks like the lineups are out, Rammer, for no, I'm sorry, it is the potential is it? I'm looking at it here. It looks like the lineups are out on MLB.com. So they look like this. Brendan Donovan is DHing, Paul Goldschmidt at first, Nolan Arenado at third, Lars Nootbaar in center, Wilson Contreras is behind the plate, Nolan Gorman at second, Tyler O'Neill in left, Jordan Walker in right, and Paul DeYoung is at short. For the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte is at second, McCarthy in right, Gurriel in left, Walker at first, Longoria DHing, Rivera is at third, Ahmed is short, Carson Kelly behind the plate, and Alek Thomas is in center field. Those lineups brought to you by Central State Sandwiches. Rammer, what are you doing on Sunday? What do you got going on this Sunday? You in town?
I am in town.
Well, I believe me and Marisek are going to head down to the Casa Loma Ballroom to watch Glory Pro Wrestling. And before that wrestling starts, Central State Sandwiches, the food truck, will be selling their sandwiches right out front of the Casa Loma Ballroom. If you head on out there, make sure to get the chopped cheese that they will for sure have on the menu. Chopped cheese. Yes,
sounds good.
It is so good. So, Rammer, if you want to go get a sub and then watch some independent local wrestling with me and Marisek, you're more than welcome to do so Sunday afternoon down there in the Cherokee part of St. Louis.
Sandwiches sound really good.
Yeah. I'm gonna have John work on you this week too. We'll get you down there on Sunday. But CentralStateSandwiches.com is the website. You can go there or follow them on Instagram. They're always posting what their menus are and where they will be on Instagram. It's Central State Sandwiches, another arm of the Bootleggin family and a sponsor here of Daily Cards Live. So Rammer, Adam Wainwright was not able to get victory number 199. He pitched well enough for it. Maybe not long enough for it, but
his best game of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. So he deserved a victory last night. Hopefully next time out he can go a little longer and make the bullpen have to get less outs for him to secure that victory.
That's a good formula.
Yeah, so we will see how that goes the next turn around the rotation. This has been another edition of Daily Cards Live, brought to you each and every day by Mungenast St. Louis Acura and Royal Banks.
Royal Banks of Missouri, where better service means better banking. Over 60 years in our region. I say region because there are Royal Banks branches all the way up into Northeast Missouri. 314-212-1500. That's the number to Royal Banks of Missouri.
He is Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. We will be back tomorrow for another edition of Daily Cards Live each and every day right here on ClaibsOnline.com.
At St. Louis Acura, we have over 100 new Acura models and over 160 pre-owned models in stock or on the way in May. Get 4.9% financing for up to 60 months on 2023 Acura MDXs, TLXs, Integras, and RDX models. Or get a certified rate as low as 3.49% on certified TLX and MDX models. And you can earn up to $1,500 in loyalty incentives. St. Louis Acura, better than ever for you.